Greetings, everybody. My name's Linda Bugg, and I am the technology teacher at Bess Shepherd Elementary in Chattanooga. And I've had that position for about 20 years. And today we are going to learn how to use a coding program that's called Codable. It is perfect for grades K through 5. It is for non-readers, ESL students. It's very easy for students to use. Okay, so the website is called codable.com. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this, and then we'll have a live Zoom at the end so that we can I can answer any questions that you have, but I think it's easier to have the camera off so you can see my full screen. All right, so what you're going to need to do if you don't have an account is go to register, and you'll click whether you're a teacher or a parent. And then you can either sign up with your name. I've already got an account, but you can sign up this way, or you could sign up with Google or Clever. I'm going to go ahead and log in. For a couple everybody. My name's Linda Bugg, and give you guys time to set up your account if you would like. And I think we'll pause for 2 minutes. And then you can go ahead and have your account set up. Also, I did not do the Zoom since we're doing the green room. When I made the video, I didn't know that we were going to have the green room. So I canceled the Zoom. So we're just stay on and we'll do a live session at the end. Thanks. I'm going to go ahead and log in. And then when you click on that, you click parent teacher login. And I set my account up before we had Google's account. So as you can see, I have a whole lot of classes. Okay, I teach 29 classes. But the way you can add a class is you just click up here on this plus sign and you give your class a name. Okay, and then you can you can either add multiple classes, and you can click on this advanced options and you can pick your grade level, or you could import Google Classrooms. I'm going to leave it on K through 5 because I'm not sure what grades you all teach. But then you can click continue, and then you can add your students. So you can either copy and paste them from a spreadsheet, or you can just put in their name. So I am going to just add some students here. Okay, and then I'll push save students. Okay, and then it's going to give you a class code, and I'm going to show you how you can change that later. So you push continue, and then they'll add their students in. And I always, and you can invite your parents to join. I have 595 students, so I don't do that. Okay, I just do it in my classroom. So if you go over here, this is your dashboard. And if I go to students, and I'm going to add another student, and this time I'm going to make it a teacher profile. And that allows me um, to skip levels where the kids aren't allowed to. They have to unlock the levels as they go, but then I can show them harder levels. And the way you can tell if you're a teacher is you have your little hat over next to it. And if you look over here, you've got my students over here. You've got the lesson library here. You've got videos down here that you can use. And then you've got the assignments that you can check out and view. And then if you go to student view, it is it'll take you to where the students can see, but I just go ahead and log in as Marvin, my student, and do it that way. You also, if I go back to my classes and go to view class, okay, so if I look at the assignments, these are all the assignments that we have given. And let me see if I can make that go down. So, and you can assign all of them. And if you can look, they're already assigned for you. Or you can click that unassign if you think that's too hard for them. And I'm going to show you what the levels are in just a minute. Okay, you've got lessons that are here. You can print certificates for the students if you want to. You've got student creations. Of course, there's not going to be any because I just created the class. And then there's progress, and there's not going to be any because I just created the class. And then you can go over here to class settings, okay? And you can assign all the practice levels, okay? Here's where you can change the class code. So our school is Bess T. Shepherd, so I always make mine Bess, and then I usually use the room number that's with it, okay? And down here for the passwords, I usually put none and make them where they don't have to have a password to log in. But you can do it however you want. The pictures, you have to print them out. So I just use none. And the kids will ask and they'll say, well, what happens if I click on somebody else's name? And I just tell them that if that happens, then that person will get the credit on their grades and they will not. And you have to be sure and click Save Changes down here. Okay. So to log in as a student, the website is game.codable.com. Okay, and the kids would click on school, and then they would put in that school code that you created, or the class code. And then when the kids go in for the first time, it's going to take them in. And they'll get a little fuzz, and they have to take the diamond and stick it into the tree. Okay, and then they're going to go to Smeeborg. Okay, I'm going to log in as Marvin now so that I can skip levels. And the properties are for your fuzz. I'll show you that after you go in, but you click on the mission control and go to Smeeborg. So they have to start off on level 1 and unlock all the puzzles and then go to level 2. So the first level is sequencing. And sequencing is when you put the steps in the correct order. So if I click on that, and I'm going to show you some of the harder levels, okay? So I always ask the children while I'm showing them this, which way do I go? And this is a great way to teach them left and right. um, as well as up and down. Okay, so you ask them which way they're going to go, and some of them will say straight, and I'm like, well, okay, and that direction is right, so they would go right. Now, if you look at this puzzle, you're trying to get all of the stars to win, so you want to collect all 3 stars. So it seems like the smartest way to do it would be to go this way, this way, this way, and this way. But I don't have a way to make him turn right there. So he's going to have to go the long way around. So he'd go right and down, right, up, left, up, and right. Now, I always tell the children to do this, and especially if they get stuck, they can test their code and see where it goes wrong. That's very important in coding because debugging is what it's called. When you write a program and it doesn't work correctly, you have to go back and debug it and find out where the problem is. So I'm going to push test it, and it's going to work. So then I can push play, and if I click on him twice, he'll go super fast. Okay. And this puzzle is the same way. It would be shorter for him to go down here, but he can't go down here. So I'm going to, I don't have a way to make him turn. So he's going to have to take the long way. So he would go right and then down and then right and then down and then right, up, right. And then I need to click up, test it, and make sure it's going to work. And it is. So then I can click him twice. Okay. And then if I push continue, I can go up here to this pause button and I can go back to the main menu. So the second lesson that I teach is condition. And conditions are if-then statement. And I have made a Google Doc for you all that has all the videos that I show before we go into the lesson in my class. I use the example of a self-driving car. So if kids, um, it's a condition is an if-then statement. If this happens, then you do this. So if a self-driving car sees a red light, then it stops. If it sees a green light, then it goes. Okay. So in Codable, they use colored tiles. So if I look, I have colored tiles, and this is what, if on the sequencing, I could have used to make a shortcut. Now, the stars are up here, and remember, you want to get to the stars. So he's going to go right, and then he's going to go up, but I need him to turn here. So I'm going to go, I'll get a peak tile and turn on right, and then go down, and then he's going to turn on right again. And if I test it, it's going to work. Okay, so on this one, we have to find where the stars are, and the first one is here, so he has to go this way. All right, so I'm going to push right, and then down, and then he has to turn right on purple. And I do this with the kids, and they'll tell me the direction. So when I have them tell me, if they forget to tell me the purple tile, then we see it won't work, and we have to go back and fix it. But we go right and then down and then right. Okay, now you could either make him go up here and get the star, or you could leave off the purple tile and just have him go up and get the star. So either way would work. So I could put, let me see, right, down, right, down, right. So I could just put an up and a right. and then test it, and it's still going to work. So then I'll click play. Okay, so here, once again, I want to look and find out where the stars are. So he's going to go right, and then up. Uh-oh. But the up has to be on a purple. And then he's going to go right, but the right has to be on a purple. And then he'll go down, and then right. Now, because he's here, you could put a purple tile there if you wanted to, but he's going to go right anyway, so you don't have to. Okay, so you push past it. And you also have this little help button over here if you run into help. And she'll come out and help you and show you where to go. All right. But I've already got it solved. It's not going to do it. So I'm going to click up here on the pause button again. And then I'm going to go back and show you loops. So loops are repeating commands, okay? So a loop repeats over and over. And in Codable, this is our loop, and it has 2 commands. And remember, we're going to get the stars, okay? So I could go either way, but if I click the yellow path, then I would not get the stars. So if I look, I want to go right, down, right, down, right, down. So there's my pattern that I'm looking for. So this is my loop. And I'll get a right and then a down. If you notice, this is on 0. Well, if I go back, right, down, right, down, right, down. So that happens 3 times. So I have to change this to a 3, okay? And then put one more right on there and then test it. Oh, I missed something. Okay, it's right, it's down on pink. Okay, so now I can go back and test it, and then it will work. Okay, so now we're going to look for this where the stars are again. So they're down here, which means in order to get all of them, I have to go the green path. So I'm going to go right, down on green, right, down on green, right, down on green, right, down on green. So that's 4 times. So I'll get a right and a green and a down. I'm going to change it to 4 and then a right and test it. And it's going to work. Okay, and here is where you can spin and you get a new property for your fuzz. So you can go and make your own fuzz. So if I click on make a fuzz, it tells me I'll click build, and I have to give it a name. So if I'm Joe, I can name him Joe or whatever, but it has to have some kind of name. And then I usually just tell the kids to type their own name in there. So, and then I can go back and I can pick what I want it to look like. Now, some of them are, if they're grayed out, they're locked. And so you have to unlock them as you go through the level. So I could pick rainbow, okay? And then I can go over here and put the eyes. Oh, I named him Joe. I shouldn't use those eyes. So if I wanted to change the eyes, I could get back up here and click and go and change them there. Okay, so then I can go and I can pick up a mouth. All right. Okay, and then I can go over here and I can pick accessories for them. So I'll give them a tie. Okay, and then oh, and they're also in the accessories. They have They have a mask. They have a doctor mask and a disco mask, and the kids like the mask this year. Okay. So, and then you can also come and give them a hat or a bow. And we'll give them a crown. And then you would push save fuzz. Okay. And then to go back, you would just click on the house and go back into mission control. So the next one I want to show you is functions. And functions are a set of commands that repeat also, but it's not like a loop. It's a certain set that happens. It may not repeat altogether, but it's a set of commands that you can use more than once to make your code shorter. So if I still am going to look for patterns. So if I look here, he goes right, down, right, up, left, up, right, down, right, up, right, down, right. So right, down, right is going to be my function. So I'm going to grab a function, and then you put the commands over here. So it's right, down, right. Okay, right, down, right. And then he's going to go up, and then he's going to go left, and then he's going to go up, and then I'm going to grab another function because he's going to go right, down, right, and then he's going to go up, and then I'm going to grab another function, and then I'm going to test it, and it's going to work. Now, I don't do, like, for kindergarten and usually first grade, I don't go as far as functions. It's getting a little bit complicated for them, but the upper grades can do it. Um, so here we're going to look for our pattern again, right, down, right, up, right, down, right, up. So it's right, down, right. Okay, and that'll put him here. So then he's going to go up, and then I'll grab another function and put it in, right, down, right, and then he'll go up and right. And then you test it. Okay, and then it's going to work. Okay, and then if I go back, the next place that you will take them to is Asteroidia. Okay, so then you've got strings here. Okay, so if I click on this one, so on these you look. So what happens with these is you are going to blow up an asteroid, and then the ones will fall down. So if I look, if I hit this green one, okay, um, and then all the blues will disappear, okay, and then I think all the purples will fall down. I might need a gold one. We'll see what happens, and then I'm going to get another green, maybe a blue, and just see. Now, I probably won't need all these, but let's just see what happens. So I'm going to take the green one, and you have to make sure when you shoot that you shoot it right to the one you're trying to take out. Okay, so the only other one I needed was that blue one. Okay, so I'm going to look at this one again. If I take out this blue one, then those blues will fall. I think the reds will fall. And you can always test it and see what's going to happen and then go back and retry it. So if I take this one, okay, so I'm going to go back, and I'm going to need 2 purples. All right, and then I can go back and try it again. Okay, so I only got 2 stars on that one, so there's probably a better way to do that than the way I did it. So you can, if you're unhappy with the stars, you can go back and try it. All right, we're going to get another stem. All right, we got a new property. All right, so the next ones are integers, okay? And when you do this one, let's see. If I take out the pink one, okay, and then, and if you need to go back and see it, you can push play. The pink one, then the blues will fall, and then I'll be able to shoot the 4s, and those will all fall. So let's see what happens if I put a 4 in there. Let's see if that'll do it for me, and maybe I can get all 3 stars. Okay, so I'll try the pink. Then I'll try the 4. Uh-oh. You got to make sure you shoot it on the right one or you'll lose your... And that worked. So I got all 3 stars then. Okay. And then the radiant arrays, if I look, now I don't have any integers here. So I can look, see what happens if I take out these blue ones. All right. Take out the blue. I might get a pink. Maybe a green. Uh-oh. I'll get a gold. I'll just start with every color and see what we come up with. We don't have any reds. Let's see what that does. Okay. So if I start and I hit the blue one here, I got rid of all the golds. Oh, I've got the pink loaded. That'll get rid of all my pinks and all the greens. All right. And then when you go back, the next part is Bug World. And Bug World does get complicated. Um, so you've got properties and instances. So if I start over here, all right, and I'm going to get a blue blaster. I'm going to get a jalapeno popper, and I'm going to get a diamond shield. Okay, and then I'm going to push play. All right, so these little guys are your fuzzes, and they will blow out little fuzzes that you want to collect, and they give you points right here. Well, the blue blaster and the diamond shield both cost 100, and then the um, jalapeno popper costs 250. Okay, but if once I've got enough coins, I can go down here and I can put one in and I can pick who I want. Okay, and I'm gonna go back, and then I've got enough for another one. So I'm gonna put the diamond shield there. Now the diamond shield can only take like 6 blows. And he's a big old slime. Let's see if I can get 250 and get the jalapeno popper in there. All right, so now I'm gonna get him, and I'll put the jalapeno popper in there. You still need to be collecting coins. Uh-oh, is it going to work? All right, it'll take you to a new round. Okay, and when the diamond shield's about to lose their strength, you're going to want to be prepared that you have enough coins to get another one. All right, and her mouth turns into a little O, like, oh, no, I'm going to disappear here soon. So what happens if you let a slime go through, he will eat these little mushrooms that blow out the fuzzes for you, and then you don't get as many coins. All right, I'm going to pause it and go back. So this one is properties. Okay, so I'm going to get the blue blaster, the jalapeno popper. This one is expensive and doesn't do anything. And the diamond shield again. I'm not sure what the rainbow rush does. So let's click on it. It's not going to tell me her properties. All right. Okay, so I'm starting out with 100. And you basically just do it the same way. All right. And then the function island, this one's hard. So you get a function, and it's taco time. Now, the taco time is 750 coins. All right. So if you look, I can get, and you also have a black hole. The black hole is 500. Okay. They only give you the blue blaster for this. But if you look, I've only got 100 coins. I'm going to have to spend 100 and get a blue blaster in there for him. All right, and well, 425. All right, so now I've got enough for my black hole. So if I place him right here and then I push the check mark, I just wasted that 500 coins because um, I didn't put it in the right place. All right, and then I'm going to pause that. I've got a couple more features to show you. So you also have, let's see, when you go in, explore. No. Let's go home. There we go. All right, so there I showed you the fuzz builder. You also have a maze maker that your kids can make their own mazes. So you would click build, and you can pick a background. So when I'm showing the kids how to do this, and then you draw your maze. So you push start. Well, it's not drawing. There it goes. So you have to show them that they have to have a start and a finish. Okay, so I don't have a start over here. And then I go through and show them how to do it. You have an eraser if you make a mistake. So I can put that, and then I can erase that one. All right, and then you can put in, okay, I'll go back and erase that one. And then how you win depends on where you put your stars. Okay, so if I put one here, put one here, and I'll put one here. Okay, now I'm going to have to put in conditionals. Okay, and you can decorate your maze too with those little things. Then you have to test it if it works. So he would go right, and then down on pink, and then right, and then up on pink, and then right, down, and then right on pink. Now, if you look, you have a limited number of commands that you can use, okay? And the kids don't get the functions and the loops in there, so I don't usually use that. And then you push test it, and it's going to work. And then you can save your maze. And then if you come back over here and go to your class, then the kids can play each other's mazes that they've made. And then you also have a game maker that you can make, and the kids can lock these as they go. Okay, so you would click build. Okay, and then you make it with the asteroids. And so they're giving you the settings, and you have to give the name. And so I'm going to call it Blasto. Okay, push. All right, and then click the check mark. All right, it only has 2 bins, so you can change how many bins it has. So you click on the number of bins, and then you pick how many you want. I'm just going to pick 3, and then push. All right, and then you have to test it. And the way that you save your game is the same way as in a maze, except for you have to lose to, oh dear. And the rainbow one will let you blow any color that you want. Okay, so I have a purple. I'll get rid of my reds. I'm going to get another red one, and I'll get rid of those. And the way that you win the game is that you have to lose. Okay, so that took out the rainbow, took out all the purple ones on there. So I'm going to use the rainbow again and get rid of all the reds. See what happens. Okay, so now I have a green, and then I have a blue. And the way that you see your danger zone right here, that's how you lose. If the asteroids get all the way to you, then that's what you do, but you have to play it for that long. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and we will do our Zoom whenever you're ready. I think I've showed you most of the features of the game, and then we'll have a live question and answer session. Thanks so much for joining, and have a great day. Hi, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. The video paused a little bit, then I'm sorry about that. But if you want to email me, and I can send you a link to the video in the Google Doc if you don't find it in the media. My email address is bugg, Linda at hcde.org. Does anybody have any questions for me? All right. Well, we ended a couple minutes early. I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy the rest of your sessions. And um, and I hope you enjoy using Codable. Thanks so much.